Hey, congratulations. The show's a huge success. Going into season 2, A Million Little Things. Let's start with the title of it, because the title of it kind of means a lot in itself.
It does. You know, the first season was sort of centered around us trying to figure out why one of our closest friends took his own life, and looking for like one definitive reason that would sort of give us all closure. And the title is sort of a reflection is that there's never one reason for anything like that, or for most things in life. It's always sort of, you know, a conglomeration of a million little things that are happening consciously, subconsciously. I'm just a little disappointed that you didn't have a breast pillow for me to wear during this segment, because this is my first time visiting the show, and it seemed like that would be the thing that you guys did, right?
Like, trust me, you're going to go home with that in the green room. We'll give you a mug and a breast pillow.
Heaven forbid your cleavage wrinkles.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Yeah, we would not want that.
I'm a team player. I want to do what's right for the, you know, for the show.
Right, and for humanity.
Yeah.
For humanity.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, let's talk about Gary, your character, and Maddie. You guys have been through a lot. You've been through a million little things.
Yeah, we have.
So what's ahead for season 2?
Well, I think, you know, their relationship was predicated on life and death, right? Like crisis mode from the very beginning. And now that she's in remission, you know, they're going to have to look at each other and figure out what they are without those stakes, and what life looks like now that it might last forever as opposed to 6 months. And it seems like, oh my God, it should be so easy. But in a million little ways, it's actually not, because they have to sort of go back and do all the things that they skipped that you would normally do to build the foundation of a relationship, that because it was just like, well, you gotta live, you gotta live, you gotta live, like none of that stuff got paid any attention to.
Right. When you think about television now, as opposed to, say, when we were all growing up, it's changed so much. You know, it's no longer the live studio audience, slapstick comedy, joke setup.
Alf is nowhere to be found.
Right. The transformation, the storyline seems so much deeper, especially in a show like this.
We were very pleasantly surprised that this show found an audience, because we are dealing with a lot of very difficult issues and a lot of really tricky subject matter, and the hope is that, you know, people don't see it as a depressing show. People see it as an aspirational show. People see it as an opportunity to be seen, to feel like they're part of a community of humans going through life, which isn't always, you know, roses. But it can be, you know, and if you're surrounded by people that you love unconditionally, who love you in the same way back, you know, we can help each other out of these, you know, out of these dark moments, and that to me is what the show is all about.
And it feels like it's really timely too, because if you look at what's happening in real life, it's like we kind of need this.
We do. I think we need to learn how to come together, period.
Yeah.
And you know, if you can watch people come together on a TV show, then maybe just a tiny bit the next day at work.
Right.
You know, you'll think about that, and instead of getting really angry, you know, you'll turn the other cheek, or you'll think about saying something that, you know, could bring you closer together than drive you further apart.
Right, it's very relatable, you know, talking about losing a friend, talking about cancer and things like that. Now, if people haven't tuned in and seen season 1, can they pick up and still see season 2?
Just watch season 1 through 3 of This Is Us, and then turn this on.
You know what's funny? I was not going to bring that up.
No, you'll be all caught up. You'll be fine.
It's so funny you say that, because I was like, is this ABC's answer to This Is Us?
No, I think, you know, the show's about people going through life, and when you meet people in your life, you don't know their backstories.
Right.
You know, you meet them when you meet them. Yes, this particular group of friends have gone through something really difficult and really tragic, but that is now over, and now they're kind of picking up the pieces and continuing on with their lives. So in that sense, I think you can kind of tune in whenever. And then if you really, really dig it, you can go back and watch the stuff before it.
There you go.
That was funny.
Yes.
All right. James Roday, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.